Hello, MrDeaf here with yet another video of me and my Neptune on my way to grinding for, what's it called? Minotaur. And this match, I have no idea what happened either because, honestly, I had so many games in this thing in a few days that it's all a blur. So, onward we go. Let's see these teams. There's a tier 10 match. Roughly an even break between all the tiers. Kind of DD light, I would say. Haven't been seeing as many destroyers as I have been since what, like 2 patches ago. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Not entirely sure. What is definitely clear, a lot of players aren't playing sort of high, not even like high quality, just like average things that you'd normally expect from players playing at this tier. Just like things that you should know, like don't go broadside, or don't sit in smoke, or things like that. This match is on Tears of the Desert. I think I don't like this map because these chains of islands on each side of the map cause a sort of camping line, a defensive line. It's definitely camping, a lot of camping behind these islands that happens. Very stagnant, especially in this game mode, which is called Epicenter. And this game mode, it's basically whoever dares to go in the middle will get blasted to pieces, unless you are really good at sort of knowing your limitations, or knowing the limitations of your ship, and taking calculated risks to enter the middle, which is what I think happens in this match with my Neptune. That's not quite all that good for trying to cap this middle bit. It's just too squishy, and its detection range is too poor. So, ideally, what you would see on this kind of map is a cab not sitting in smoke and sort of flanking on the edge. You want a fast ship that goes like across the flanks, be it Shimakaze or a cab or some other fast ship. And this is quite handy for sort of disrupting that camp line. Because if all the ships are camping behind the islands in the middle area, what you would need to do is spot around it with a fast ship that can flank, so to say. So, I'm taking a major risk entering this location, but I do notice that their Donskoy is just well off in the distance, and their other radar cruiser, Des Moines, is also way off in the distance. I should be fine here. So as long as I don't get torped by the gearing. I know the Kiev doesn't have the sort of range on his torps to torpedo me from this range. Gearing, it's a very squishy ship towards AP because it has such poor maneuverability. You see, like in 2 salvos, I did 7k damage to it. It honestly does require a bit of a buff. What died? Our Kutuzov died quite early. I think it's because it smoked up too close to the Des Moines. Bad idea. Gotta know these engagement ranges, otherwise all you will do is get sunk. So, as you can see, my team camping behind the islands. This is just like an unfortunate part of this map. It had happened. I was spotted. Take some pot. It doesn't have any camo. It's surprising to see ships that don't have camo at this tier, honestly. Smoke is about to dissipate. Take some pot shots at it with my Torps. it is well beyond range of my Torps right now, but if it moves anywhere as fast as it does, which is 33 knots top speed, it will run into them. Simply because the way triangulation works, whatever you want to call that thing. I do it instinctively. I don't really calculate it. It is like Captain don't do this stuff on Wargaming stuff, on the Wargaming website, of doing torpedo calculations, and his head goes, just explodes. Like, what? No, I just do this instinctively. So those are shots taken at the Montana. Were short, nearly landed on me. But seeing the sort of angle that they came in at and the rate of fire was probably from a Neptune, just like mine. As you can see, gotta pull out, make sure my smoke recharges. My torpedoes are just short. Just short. Not entirely sure why the Iowa is charging into a Torpits without. I think it's a bot, honestly. Might be a bot. There have been a lot of those in this event right now, in the Clash of the Elements. Like, they totally ignore everything that's around them and just YOLO into caps and stuff like that. Doesn't really work all that well. Or it doesn't really work well in an individual game purpose, but on the matters of number of games played and how you can sort of grind through all of the 5 categories, having to use a bot or something like that and just playing a whole bunch of games is more productive than someone like me who plays a few high quality games, I would say. It gets you a lot of XP and damage and you know, all that sort of stuff in a real hurry. I'm spotted here. It's by one of the destroyers. Honestly, I'm not a very good ship for doing this kind of stuff, but there's the Kiev taking pot shots at me, wasting its smoke. I totally botched my smoke. I was at the right speed, but I didn't slow down enough. I went 1/4 speed, which wasn't good. However, it tells me that both their destroyers are inside that smoke, or at least concealed by that smoke, because I withheld my fire, and that means I don't get spotted for 15 kilometers, which is my range, or my gun range. The only ships that can spot me are within 10.1 kilometer. And seeing as my sort of concealment covers most of the center cap, and that smoke is there, and both the destroyers are not spotting me, means both of them are in that smoke. I'm going to get spotted by the Yamato very soon. Yeah, right there. That's just like the unfortunate part about Neptune. What can you do? Gotta be daring sometimes, instead of camping. Hit something. Kill the Kiev with my Torps. That's right, that's why you don't want to sit and smoke. But I still withheld my fire there, being patient. Didn't take too much damage for it, thank goodness. Trying to run back into my own smoke. Make a getaway. I think I'm pointing that way because I want to shoot something that was over there, but honestly there's no point shooting at the Yamato either, because if I did shot at the Yamato, it was all about to die anyways, but it just needlessly reveals my position and allows me to come under fire, which is no good. So this allows the Fletcher to sort of cap now. Fletcher has like 100 or 120, 150 meters better concealment than gearing, so the Fletcher should totally outspot the gearing. Were it to come rushing in there, but it doesn't, and he still doesn't quite cap all that well. So there's something. There is the Neptune, because 1, 2, 3, 4, four salvos in quick succession, and Gearing only has 3 turrets. Neptune has 4 turrets. Neptune also only shoots AP, and Gearing should be mostly shooting HE at that from that distance, anyways. So what I do, YOLO again, rush in there, trying to gauge how much distance I need. I assume this is almost good enough. See, if Fletcher pops off of cap for some reason, you could have just stayed on there. I get spotted. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get my Torps off. It's probably Gearing spotting me at this point. That could hurt. That hurt. Yeah, took out a torpedo mount. It doesn't matter. That torpedo mount is gone already. Or yeah, I've already shot him off. Oh yeah, you can see a lot of damage. Getting spotted by the Gearing is probably more in the middle rather than where I popped the smoke. I didn't want to sit in the smoke because I saw the Des Moines coming in. I have to like sort of wasp really hard in order to avoid a lot of this fire. It's still hitting me and it still hurts, but it could be worse. Stop that. It's annoying. Oh, 1 hit, 2 hits. Chase the Neptune out of... Oh, 3 hits! Someone's gonna run out of their smoke soon. I don't know what I hit, in fact. Like that 3rd hit. 1, 2 hits against the Neptune or something. Anyways, both of them being chased out of smoke, and they are caught out in the middle with our battleships maybe hopefully trying to shoot them. Des Moines already ate it. Neptune should go very soon. He doesn't have any smoke for like another 30, maybe 20-ish seconds. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just gonna sit behind my own, no, I'm gonna sit behind an island and partially blockaded by my own smoke and just spam shells over here. And I killed the Gearing, presumably when I was shooting at the Mogami. This is so random, such a random kill that hits him. So I'll probably hit the Gearing with a Torp and put him on like a sliver of health, and a total random shell, not even aimed at him, hits him, sinks him. So that does that. That's that. Like, they are totally done. Now it's just a matter of mopping up. All the battleships just rush in right now. There's no fear of getting torped. No destroyers to stop their kind of YOLO into cap now. And our battleships should just all go, but there's still like a few of them hanging behind cap. No idea why. So I hear people say you can angle against Royal Navy AP, but you see how I'm doing like 500, 1,500 per hit? Yeah, there's no angling against this stuff. You just have to like, you know, hope the guy doesn't have good aim. Another smoke screen. I'm not entirely sure what made that smoke screen. It might have been the Gearing that was trying to lay down the smoke screen but got killed randomly by one of my shells. I gotta reposition. I was spotted for a moment. I might have ate some shells for... I could have eaten some shells for it, but I don't want to. So, reposition. One last charge of smoke. Probably don't even need it. Just don't want to be stationary. It's going full broadside. Hey, wow, that was a fast death. You might have noticed I wasn't spotted there for a moment because I had 15 kilometers of spotting range when I'm firing my guns, and the Torp was hidden behind a rock. The Bismarck was too far away. Okay, now I'm popping smoke because it's just the way this game works. You gotta go like 21-ish knots, 22-ish knots maximum. Otherwise, you will, yeah, eat a whole bunch of citadels because you ran through your own smoke. Like I'm saying, there's hardly anything that you can do to angle against this AP. Just hope the guy's aim is bad. It's just the champ I have left. He's like, oh crap, look at all these battleships, I'm broadside. Whatever, I'm just gonna shoot. He's too far away. This is like the only downside of having 15-kilometer range instead of 16.5, but at this point it doesn't really matter. Like, I'd rather take this concealment over trying to get some extra damage in. On to the results. 117k damage. 5 torpedo hits, which is quite surprising. Quite a surprising amount of hits. Top of the pile, again. Battleships didn't actually do so badly. I think it was because they just totally shot them all. And this is actually a closer match than you would expect from the results. It turned out like it only took a few ships to die, but it took a while for them to die in order for the snowball to happen and turn into an avalanche. Let's see. That was that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, so like, subscribe, whatever. I hope to see you in the next video. Good night.